If you're wanting to grow completely in step with me so that our plants are at the exact same stages throughout the season, then you'll want to know that today I am starting my Ammi. Now we have our new variety of Ammi. You can sow them in exactly the same way as we always have done with the Ammi majus. There is a video showing you exactly how to sow it on my website. The only difference is when they germinate, they do look different. So that's good news. If you want to sow both varieties in the same cell tray, that once they germinate and then they grow into plants, you'll know which one is which and you can plant accordingly. Today on the Grow Along, we're going to be sowing our Ammi majus. Next, it's just got to be some Ammi, hasn't it? Look at that. I've always found Ammi majus quite easy to grow. It likes a warm daytime. So fast forward, it is now late winter and haven't they done well? Look at those roots. They do need a little bit more room, so I'm going to pop them on now into 15 cell trays, or you can use 9cm pots, whatever is easier for you. Here we have Ammi visnaga. Now the foliage is completely different to that of the Ammi majus. It does look like some of our other seedlings, so I've lined them up for you so you can tell the difference. So this is the Ammi, this is the Orlea grandiflora, here we have the wild carrot, and then this is the larkspur. So hopefully this will help you be able to tell the difference between which seedling is which. And then the other difference is that they do flower at different times, which is fantastic. So the Ammi majus will flower first, and then just as it's getting tired and you're running out of those lovely filler flower stems, the Ammi visnaga will kick in and take over. And both of them cross over with the wild carrot. So you've got that one as well. Not starting that one just yet. The Ammi will start first because they actually like the warm temperatures that we're having in the greenhouse at the moment. Today we are planting out our Ammi. This is Ammi majus. It has beautiful airy flowers, planting about 30cm apart. And then this one here is also Ammi. This is Ammi visnaga. You plant it exactly the same way, about 30cm apart. And you can see the fernage is very different. It's ferny, looks a bit like a nigella. However, it is going to be as big as the Ammi majus, but with chunkier flowers. It's really good to plant them together. They look amazing. Wow, look at the Ammi visnaga, isn't it fantastic? And you can see the Ammi majus just behind it. They're growing really well now, making their way up to the second row in meals frames. Well, the Ammi majus has already passed it, look at that. Here we have Ammi majus looking absolutely fantastic. We're also getting a few buds coming through now, and look at the stems, look at the size of that. This wind, we might not like it, but this wind is very good for the Ammi majus because it's rocking the plant backwards and forwards. It's like a green workout. The plant is having a workout and strengthening its core muscles in these stems. Oh wow, look at this. These are just so beautiful, and they haven't even started flowering yet. They're so delicate. Oh, I think we've got one flower coming there. But these are going to bloom after your Ammi majus. So once your Ammi majus start to go over, you have these ones to take their place. The idea is these ones are going to follow on for the Ammi majus. So you sow them at the same time in the greenhouse. We plant them out in the garden at the same time. But they are slower growing. They've also got different foliage, which makes them really interesting. Look at that. So once the Ammi majus have all gone over and you're needing a foliage replacement, you're done. This is already here waiting for you. The idea with our grow along is it's an orchestra. One flower after another comes into its own, so you're never without lots of lovely things to pick. Incredible. I've got here a lovely bucket of the new Ammi. So it's almost August. Ammi majus is long gone, but this is just coming into its stride. Isn't it beautiful? And I've literally just picked a few stems, whacked them in the bucket, left them overnight to condition, and they look this good just as they are. Incredible, aren't they? There we go, I've got my labels. I've put them both in the same tray next door to each other so I can show you when they germinate which one is which, just in case you lose your label.